Hello folks, I'm looking at making a series of videos about prepping and gardening. As you can see, I started a new garden, new fence, out of treated lumber I did myself, and 10 by 10 foot. And you can see a great view. Plus I'm using the grass clippings for basically mulch for the garden, which you can see I have no shortage of on all these acres. And plus the elk. A lot of elk shit in the fertilization, and completely natural. So what I did was, with this garden, I took a shovel, measured out 10 by 10 foot, and tilled by turning the sod upside down by squares, and so that the grass and weeds can't grow back up. Then I added a bunch of grass clippings and fertilizer, chicken shit. Then I planted a row of potatoes, corn, tomato, broccoli, beet, carrot, and that row is going to be for potted plants. And because I got elk and deer here, I made the fence so they don't want to jump it, and they won't. They look at it and they won't try. But yeah, other than that, there's other pests here in the Northwest that can devastate a garden. So what I did was, here at every corner and all along the fence, that's unused dryer lint. Bugs, mice, deer, they don't like it. And let's see if I can find a piece. Yeah, and chunks of Irish spring soap. They don't like. And I add that all on. And then plus I took a spray bottle with a mix of water and vinegar and sprayed the edge. So the grass and weeds don't grow up against the edge of the fence, so I don't have to weed eat. So I'm kind of multitasking on this experiment of a garden by just simply churning the sod upside down and adding. And each year, if you add and add, I'm thinking after harvest, you won't have to till or weed, because after harvest I got black visqueen, which is plastic, covered the whole thing so nothing grows and it stays soft. And as each row that I planted, I worked my way out so I didn't trample it down and compact the dirt. Then another trick to keep pests out, which where I live, right here in the Olympic Mountains, there's a lot of pests, a lot of wildlife. So I have this here is a mole trap. And if you learn how to use it without taking your fingers off, it works. And I always give it a flag. Another one is I have a lot of mountain beavers here. So you can also YouTube how to snare. Cinches tight around the neck, chokes them out. It works. I just basically used a 16th inch braided stainless steel cable with a bent penny and a pinch on the end. perfect snare. And then I put a swivel, a halibut fishing swivel on the end to where it attaches to something structurally strong like a tree, so it won't twist up and you can reuse your cable. Another trick is let's go to cloning plants and trees. So this is a French peppermint. It's not only good for culinary uses, but it also deters mice, bugs, deer, all the stuff that can hurt your garden. Moles, mountain beavers, they don't like this plant. But yet the bees like it, which is good. So I'm making clones of this plant off the big one to plant throughout the garden. And to keep a clone from dying, because basically you're cutting off a branch, give it a soil that is neutral, doesn't have acids in it, so it'll grow. And the soil that I'm making for the potted plants, like this one, I'm going to plant asparagus. I basically took my wheelbarrow, went out in the woods, and dug up a little bit of black topsoil and mixed it with grass clippings and potting soil and manure, and just stirred it up with a shovel. And so that's what consists in this pot, which I'll plant my asparagus, which will go on the bottom row as I lay out the pots through here. But yeah, basically, if anyone's interested in following up on this garden experience, which I did a lot of research, you can subscribe, and the videos won't be very frequent at all. But you'll randomly see videos of elk and bear and deer and whatever, hunting, which this fall, hopefully I'll have a good hunting video. But this is the base of the Olympic mountain range. Right there is Mount Olympus. Been to the top of that, all over these ridges. Ancient farming hare, sitting there resting away. Beautiful place. So yeah, subscribe if you're interested in keeping up with some old school knowledge and experimental things for when shit hits the fan. Thanks.